Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, August 20th, 2021, and it's 6:48 p.m. I am almost 3 beers in. I had Butler's practice today at noon. I finished a job today. Oh, by the way, this is day 20 of the Dog Days of Podcasting, where a bunch of podcast legends attempt to do a show a day for the entire month of August, and I'm one of those. Well, I'm not the legend. Everybody else is a legend but me. I'm finishing up the dogdaysofpodcasting.com. I'm finishing up the third beer of the day. I had 2 at practice. Drinking in the daytime doesn't usually do me well because I always get more buzz when I'm drinking in the daytime, but I'm finishing up what I had with dinner. We had Thai food, and I'm drinking an Orion beer, a can of Orion beer, which is it's from Okinawa, Japan. Let me finish up this Orion, and I'll open up a Tecate. That was the third beer of the day. Always the best one, as they say. Little update. Oh, so we have a gig. The Butlers have a gig tomorrow in Redwood City, California, at a place called Club Fox. They're requiring proof of vaccination. Not even a negative test. You have to be proof of vaccination, and they're only allowing half capacity. I'm not sure how many tickets are left, but I hope to see you there, friends. Come say hi. I am not afraid of catching COVID from you, so I will hug you, friend, or shake your hand, or whatever. All right. Little fire update. By the way, we go on at 9:30. We are playing with a band called Flannel, which is like a 90s cover band. They play 90s music, and we play 70s hard rock. Hopefully it'll be a fun show. We had practice today, and if the saying goes, usually the band rule is if you sound crappy at practice, you're usually going to have a good gig. And if that's the case, tomorrow's going to be stellar, friends. All right. Little fire update. I'm already losing my voice, and I'm buzzed. And I was planning on doing a long show tonight. We'll see how long I can do this before I fall out. Little fire update on Monument Fire. Was that the North Zone? Okay. Yeah. Monument Fire update. It has burned now at 142,250 acres, an increase of almost 6,000 acres over yesterday. So it's growing about 6,000 or 7,000 acres a day. And the wind shift is expected over the fire today, with winds coming out of the northwest rather than northeast, which means it's pushing towards my house. The change in wind direction is expected to clear smoke out of the northwest side of the fire. The clear air will allow more sun to bake the fire, which will likely result in increased fire activity. All right, that's good news. Well, my house is still there. The fire is only 2 miles away still. They're really not really fighting the fire. Now they're just kind of like trying to stop it from growing and damaging structures. So pray for my house, pray for everybody else's house in Trinity County as well, and pray that the fire department gets this shit under control. All right, I'm going to try to do a longer show. Like I said, I'm already buzzed, man. Fuck. Pardon my stumbling over my words. I have an audio comment from longtime friend of the show and friend of mine, Michael Street, who has never, ever called into the Rock and Roll Geek Show. And this makes me very happy to hear Michael Street. Michael Street stayed at my house a couple of times, I think. He's been here a couple of times. Did he go to Hardly Strictly Bluegrass with me? I'm not sure if he did, but we went to see The Darkness. We went to see Todd Rundgren. And we went to a Todd Rundgren book signing. We went. Did he go? He didn't go to Metallica. Chris Capel, the rock and roll copywriter, took me to Metallica. And Michael Street came to both Rockin' Pods, I believe, in Nashville. So it's always good to hear Michael Street, and I miss the guy. I hope to see him again soon. Michael Street, take it away, friend. I'm going to let my dog in while you're talking.
Hey, Michael Butler. How's it going? This is friend of
Super
the
great,
show
couldn't be
and
better.
friend of yours,
Yes.
Michael Street. I figured I would jump in on this Rockstar encounter deal.
I am so glad you did, Michael Street.
I'm going to tell everybody about a encounter with Robin Zander from August 2nd, 1997.
97. What is that around? What year is 97? Oh, that's Red Ant. Duh. That's self-titled.
I had to actually go to Setlist FM to get the date, but unfortunately, nobody has posted the set list. I did realize that I've done this one time before with the Rockstar encounter. I have a story of getting cock-blocked by Rick Springfield. So if you want to hear that story...
Yes, I do.
What you need to do is purchase the Rock and Roll Geek app.
Oh, yeah.
That's one way you can support the show.
Oh, that's right. He came in and did a show with me.
I strongly suggest people to do that. It's only about, I don't know, $1.99, and Butler...
Yeah, and I don't set the price. I'd give it away, friends.
gets 7 cents.
Yeah, I get 7 cents.
When you spend that $1.99.
I get 7 cents out of that app. But there's lots of good content on that app. You can go back and listen to every episode that I've done, I think, since the beginning, or pretty much pretty damn close to it. Also, there's lots of bonus content on the app too. Just look for it on the. It's I think it's an iPhone and Android app. So look for it. It's only $2, friends.
And I'll preface this by saying that I probably had about, 8 or 9 Tecates in me when I told that story.
Oh, yes.
And let's see, I'm drinking a fine Rolling Rock Extra Pale. This is about
Tecate now. Open number 4.
4th one of the day.
Yeah,
You know what they say about the 4th one.
Always the best.
What are you drinking, Mr. Butler?
I'm drinking a Tecate. This is my 4th one of the day. And I am pretty damn buzzed. I don't know about you, Michael Street.
All right. So,
you sound like you're buzzed.
We heard on the radio that Cheap Trick was playing in this little club in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, called Ziggy's. And Winston-Salem is about 70 miles from where I'm from, Charlotte. So me and 2 of my friends, I think it was a Friday when we heard the news, and we said, fuck it. Let's
go. Let's do road trip.
So we set out Saturday morning to Winston-Salem, and we get to the venue, and luckily there's a Sheraton Hotel directly across the street. So right away, we know where we're staying at. And we go over to the venue, and they're getting set up. We walk in, and we get tickets, and the employees at Ziggy's are none too pleased to see us in there.
Why?
They kind of get an attitude. Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, checking the sound check.
We explained to them, can we get some tickets?
Yeah.
And luckily, they were able to sell us tickets, and getting there, we see that I think this place holds about 700-800 people or so.
That's a decent sized club.
And we noticed on the second level, there's about maybe 10 to 12 little bar stools and partitions in front of the bar stools. So we had already made it a point. Like, we're getting there early, and we're locking up a couple of those bar stools. And we were able to do that. But beforehand, there was a barbecue restaurant, because here in North Carolina, we are famous for our barbecue.
Now, I've never had North Carolina barbecue. I know South Carolina barbecue is the mustard sauce. What is the North Carolina? Is that red sauce?
The vinegar based.
Yeah, it's red sauce.
On the east side, and we've got the sweet based.
Another red
on the
sauce.
middle and west side of North Carolina. So
No
this
mustard.
was actually, even though we're right here in the middle of North Carolina, this was the eastern side, which was vinegar based.
Okay.
And we got our meals, and with the meals,
I'm guessing it's a brisket.
it came with, each of our meals came with a side of Cajun slaw.
Which means coleslaw with slap your mama spices put on it, right?
And me and one of my friends looked at it, and it just, there was something about that looked a little sketchy. The other friend just
got diarrhea.
dove right in.
Diarrhea.
Raved about how great it was. And me and the other friend
Please
said, you
be
know
a
what?
reset.
You can have ours.
Yeah,
So
here you go.
one friend ate 3 portions of this skeptical Cajun slaw.
Yeah.
More on that later.
Yeah.
And
Oh, please tell me he shit his pants at the Cheap Trick show.
when we were getting tickets, one of my friends spotted Bunny Carlos
This is Bunny.
coming back from catering.
By the way,
And
this was, to me, when Cheap Trick was at their best, 97. I saw him around that time, too. They did 3 nights at the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco. They did the first album, first night, second album, second night, third album, third night. And it was around that same period, and man, was that great. I've told the story many times. But now, to me, that's when Cheap Trick was at their best. Back to you, Mike.
Made the comment
Back
that,
it up a little bit.
and when we were getting tickets, one of my friends spotted Bunny Carlos coming back from catering. And he made the comment that his plate of food was just like overflowing, like almost spilling off the plate. And I think this is like right around the time
Bunny liked to smoke
That
pot.
he-
He probably had the munchies.
smoking.
Yeah.
So I guess he's, using food to suffice for his nicotine addiction.
Oh, he quit smoking. Yeah, he smoked weed.
So
though.
we go back to the hotel, have a few drinks after lunch, and then we go back to the venue to secure our, spot to get those bar stool seats on the second level. The opening band for this show, well, let me say this. I've seen Cheap Trick probably a dozen times. This remains...
I've seen Cheap Trick at least 50 or 60.
the only time that I've ever seen a full headlining set. So this was actually 1997, so I just turned 21, and obviously we didn't have to drive home, so
Drinking time.
I'm going all out.
Yeah, drink 'em if you got 'em.
And the opening band was a band called Flip.
Flip, I know
And-
that guy in Flip. He emails me occasionally. Forget his name, but the guy from Flip emails me often.
They recorded a couple records, and they're both, just good classic glam rock vein. And the cool thing is the singer, Bryn,
That's the guy's
he's
name,
a member
Bryn.
of the Facebook group.
Bryn, that's right.
I've seen him rarely
Yes.
now, but I've seen
Bryn
him comment,
Aarons. His name is Bryn Aarons from Flip.
a time or two on certain things. But whatever Flip lacked in their original material, they more than made up with their stage presence and energy. This guy, Bryn, I mean...
I hope you're hearing this, Bryn. I hope you're listening, Bryn. Shout out to you, friend.
If you're listening, hey, man, you impressed me that night.
There you go.
He kept making reference to the drummer. Throughout the show, he would say, the drummer is holding on to some good pot. And when he would do that, the drummer would mimic hitting a bong, which was pretty funny. So after Flip's set, a couple of the guys, not Bryn or the drummer, but the two other guys just happened to show up where we were at, sitting on our bar stools in front of the partitions, and we actually bought those guys a couple beers and hung out with them.
It's nice.
One of the guys was bald-headed, and he had a couple of Band-Aids on his head, which I think were props, whatever.
Okay.
But, you know, they let us buy us a couple beers, buy them a couple beers, and yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, Cheap Trick comes out. This is August here in North Carolina. Anybody not familiar with the weather here?
Hot.
Pretty damn humid here, and we're packed like sardines in this club. Now, you know, this club, I think it's a sellout. And Robin comes out in this thick yellow tweed jacket, I remember. I'm thinking, yeah. After one song,
like a pig.
That damn jacket was off. So after that, my buddy who ate the 3 portions of Cajun slaw,
did he puke on
he
Robin?
had to bail.
Oh, he left. He just left.
He told us later, he went out in the parking lot and, you know, he had to release some Cajun slaw from his system.
Front or back?
As he was doing that, he got pelted. Somebody pulled up, started laughing at him. A car full of kids pulled up, and they started throwing bottles and trash at him while he was puking his guts out. He managed
Poor guy.
to make it across the street and go back to the hotel. So he more or less missed about 90% of the show. And like I said, the
Cajun slaw
set list wasn't posted on Setlist FM, but I do remember the set being heavy on the Red Ant record, because
97 self-titled,
that's what they were
great
touring
album.
for here in 97. Anybody that's a more than average Cheap Trick fan knows that this was like, you know, the Renaissance.
Fantastic. Yes, when they made their comeback. As a matter of fact, let me pull up 97. I got an album. I was planning on doing a track by track, Doogie White's new album. But let me pull up Cheap Trick 97. Let's go through the track listing that's on self-titled. Man, this album is so freaking... Well, it's not underrated. If you're a Cheap Trick fan, you know how great this album is. It's 97. It's got Anytime. I'll get back to you in a second, Michael Street. We're ready. Okay. Yeah, trust me, it's great, friends. I think Steve Albini produced this. Oh, what a tune!
I hear voices inside my head. All of them just want to talk to you.
Oh,
I can
get me started on Cheap Trick self-titled 97. Holy crap. All right, a little bit more.
feel your imagination running wild deep inside, you know it's true. This won't be a test of your religion. You won't have to bang the bedroom.
It's in a Bunny Carlos.
Can you really hold and keep a secret? I'll be right here anytime at all. Anytime you wanna go.
Oh yeah, we'll get back to that. Back to you, Michael Street.
Red Ant album, Special One, Rockford.
Yeah.
I mean,
Reddit and Special, the self-titled and Special One, fucking both great albums, man. All right, a little bit more about this one. Oh, 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 oh. What a song! Shit, this is fucking great.
It was a masquerade at Mardi Gras. That was the only trip that I recall. Every time I turned around at all, there was you. Some days are easier said than
I'll let it get to the chorus, and I'll be back to Michael
I was
Street.
expecting something's wrong. I'd rather live alone than drag this on.
Oh, here we go. Take your time, please say.
Your hands on me, don't wanna
Be alone.
oh no.
Oh, what a fucking song.
Behind the face and look out. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Time when you're better off alone.
Oh, God. Shirt's about to come off, friends. Shirt is about to come off. Back to you, Michael Street, before I get cream in my pants.
come on. Great fucking albums.
Yes.
So, after the show, like I said,
All right, a little bit more. Shelter. Next song, Shelter. Oh. I had a dream.
If I had a child, I would shelter it from harm.
Oh, how about this one? How about this one? Say Goodbye.
How does it feel?
To be better. I'm gonna stop singing.
How does it feel to be on your own? Oh, tell me, why did you take the time and tell me that you came to say goodbye? Everybody wants to laugh when you feel bad.
God, what an album this is. What an album this is. This and Special One and Rockford. He's right.
I'm born in May. Blah, blah, blah.
Look, I'll back it up here. God, I'm getting on a Cheap Trick tangent now. You don't want to ever get me started on this.
The set list wasn't posted on Setlist FM, but I do remember the set being heavy on the Red Ant record because that's what they were touring for here in '97. Anybody that's a more than average Cheap Trick
Okay,
fan
I backed a
knows
little far, but that's okay.
that this was like, the Renaissance.
Yes, so
Cheap
good.
Trick.
Their creative peak, in my opinion.
Red Ant album, Special One, Rockford. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Great fucking album.
Come on.
So, after the show, like I said, I'm born in May, blah, blah, blah. A few months into being 21, so I'm pretty sauced.
Yeah.
We had seen
Sauced.
the tour bus in front
Drunk.
of the venue
Drunk.
when we got there to buy the tickets. We go across the street to
We're
our
gonna go
hotel
meet
at
the
Sheridan.
band.
Lo and behold, there's the tour bus.
Oh boy. Let's head to
So-
bar. Head to the bar.
Me and my other buddy, the two of us left standing. We Set out. We're going to find somebody.
Yeah, we're going to find some of those guys in the
So
band.
we start on the top floor.
Oh, really?
Probably, I don't know, at least 10 or 12
That
floors.
sounds like what I did with Ted Nugent back in Weekend Warriors.
All right. 12th floor, check. 11th floor, check. I mean, we probably didn't even get to
every
about
floor.
the 3rd floor. Lo and behold, Rob and Zander walking down. You know, he's just
Getting
walking
some
down
ice.
the hallway of the floor.
Barefoot?
And I just yell. I mean, I'm
Robin!
hammered.
He's like, oh, shit.
Robin
He's
Zander!
like, oh, shit.
I tell you what, he very reluctantly turns his head around.
I love it.
So, just instinctively,
He
I
wanted
just
to get the
start
hell out of
singing.
there.
How does it feel
to be better?
My buddy joins in. How does it feel
To be on your own. Oh, tell
See,
me.
that was just a good move.
Yeah, he said they'd
on
heard
my
our
part.
new
I didn't
album.
yell out some.
Did he sing
I
along?
Want you to want me.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
You go
instinctively
deep.
started
You went deep with rock knowledge like a true fan. I love it.
singing a song off the new record.
Yes.
He turned around, smiled,
Yeah.
gave us a fist pump.
Uh-huh. I love it.
And I said, hey, Robin,
Let's drink.
can I get an autograph?
An autograph.
So I'm going to try and do my,
He should have invited you in his room.
accent's horrible. I'm from the South. I can't hide it. So I'm going to attempt to do my Midwestern accent.
This is Robin impression.
Yeah, I'm going down to the lobby. Meet me down there.
Oh, I'm not going to
That was
sign it right
horrible,
now.
Just picture Robin Zander with that, thick Midwestern accent. So first we go
So
back to our
he did. Why didn't you ride the elevator with him down?
hotel room where the Cajun slaw puking friends passed out. Or
Hey man, we just
nearly
met
passed
Robin.
out. And we're just fired up. Holy shit, we just saw Robin Zander. He's going to meet us in the damn lobby. We're going to get an autograph.
Jasper and I, Jasper from Good Clean Fun. Good Clean Fun is dead. Long live Good Clean Fun. We were at South by Southwest, and we were walking around. There was coinciding with South by Southwest, there was a guitar show, and Cheap Trick was playing the Austin City Limits thing, or they were doing a free show for South by Southwest, and we were walking around the guitar show, and Robin Zander was walking around the guitar show as well, and we stopped and chatted him up for a while. So he was cool to us, and we asked why Bunny wasn't playing. He goes, "Oh, Bunny's got back problems." Little did we know that Bunny and him hated each other, but that's another story for another time. Back to you, Michael Street.
Friend rolls over. I don't give a fuck.
I'm wasted.
Okay. So we go down to the lobby.
I love
no
this
Robin
story.
Zander.
I fucking love this story. I love how Michael Street is dragging it out. It makes it even better. Thank you, Michael.
But there's the kind of tall, heavy-set tour manager. And he's got like this Cheap Trick polo shirt. Just pretty cool. So I just kind of shot the shit with him. I said, hey, isn't there supposed to be like some hidden tracks on the new CD? And he got all jacked up. Yeah. So what you do, you put the CD in. You hit fast forward like 5 times.
What are the hidden
And you
tracks?
hit reverse like 3 times.
I didn't
blah,
know
blah,
that.
blah. And I'm just kind of playing along. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I got it. To this day, I've never done that. But eventually, like on YouTube or something, I found what the hidden track thing was. And
What is it?
Yeah, nothing really too special.
Really?
Eventually, Robin Zander shows up. He's at the front desk, and he's like getting his, I don't know what's going on, getting his room situated, cigarette dangling out of his mouth.
The guy smokes, and he's the best singer in rock and roll.
Sees us over there. Now, he's been in this hot club in the North Carolina humidity he's probably feeling miserable, just wants to go to bed. Walks over. I managed to, like on the ride up, we were listening to a lot of Cheap Trick, and I took a Heaven Tonight CD with me. So
should have brought the new one.
Hand him the Heaven Tonight CD, and make the comment to him, "Hey man, that was a great show." And he just, "Yeah, thanks." Yeah, I can't say it was like a dick or anything, but it certainly wasn't overwhelmingly gracious towards us. And he signs the booklet of my Heaven Tonight, hands it back to me, and I look down and I'm like, just RZ, like really nondescript. And yeah, I would say the line from Fast Times, Spicoli to Mr. Hand, what a dick, kind of went through my mind. But later on, I will say, comparing signatures, that is, just in case, for anybody else, that is actual Robin Zander autograph, just a really nondescript RZ. So we went back to our room. He went back to his. Didn't see anybody else from the band. And there you have it, friends. So hope that'll fill some time here on the Dog Days.
Yeah, it filled 31 minutes,
just
Michael
want to
Street.
say that my potential trip to hang out with you in the mountains is getting jeopardized as we speak with these fires.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's right.
I just want to throw it out there. In the event that your house gets burned down, maybe we could collectively assemble the rock and roll geeks and help you rebuild this house.
That sounds like a fun time. We'll all camp out on my
property. I'll fly out there and bring a hammer, box of nails, maybe
all right,
some insecticide, and treat it for termites or whatever the hell it needs.
Carpenter bees.
We got you covered there, Butler.
Thank you, friend.
All right, stay frosty.
Stay frosty. You too can leave me an encounter with a rock star, brush with a rock star. Record it in your phone. Shuffle the phone around so it makes lots of noise like Michael Street did, and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Great story, Michael Street. I love it.
That's Michael Street.
Yeah, he just called in with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my wife's here.
Yeah,
Say
hi,
to
Michael Street.
There
Hi,
you
you
go.
got to come out and visit again.
He wants to come out and help rebuild the house if it burns down.
It's not going to burn down. But he can come and stay in our B&B when we get it all going.
Okay.
He can be one of our yeah.
Well, he might
one of
come
our
to the
first
mountain
guests.
house, too, if it doesn't burn down.
Yeah,
All right.
both.
There you
both.
go.
We can do both.
There you go, Michael
We
Street.
got the room all ready.
You come out here, you stay in San Francisco, then we pile into my truck, and we drive to the mountain house, and we go fishing, and we go, unfortunately, there's no strip club in where I live, but we'll figure something out. We'll go sit in the tree stand and hug each other. All right. All right, now I'm on a Cheap Trick kick. How about you let a lot, let's see, let's continue, say goodbye.
Seems like the only way when the nights won't pass. When the sun's out, if you can't go back, then you can't go down.
How does it feel?
To be better.
What a song.
How does it feel to be on your own? Oh, tell me, why did you take the time and tell me that you came to say goodbye?
Oh, what a tune. If you don't have that self-titled 97 Cheap Trick album, do yourself a favor and go buy it, because that album is effing great. All right. Let's keep this party going, as Chris Capel, the rock and roll copywriter, says. I have a bunch of albums I was planning on doing track by tracks of, and I thought might be fun to do this one, a band called Long Shadows Dawn. This is one of these things that Frontiers Music put together. The guys at Frontiers Music gets these guys from bands and pairs them up with other musicians and gets them to do an album together. Well, this one, he got Scottish vocalist Doogie White, who sang with Rainbow, Michael Schenkerfest, and a guitar player named Emil Norberg from a band called Persuader. They put out an album called Long Shadows Dawn, Isle of Wrath. And I am a fan of the Doogster, Doogie, the Doog man, the Dooger. Because when I saw Michael Schenker at, I think Todd Cunningham was at this show as well. Michael Schenker played this little place called Yoshi's in Jack London Square of Oakland. This place, seated club. They serve Japanese food and Japanese beer, and the club maybe held about 150 people, and Doogie White was the singer. And that guy, something about that guy I just love. So let's read the press release for Long Shadows Dawn from Frontiers Music. I'm a little hoarse because I've been singing at band practice, so my voice might scratch, and I might that kind of stuff. Long Shadows Dawn is a new musical alliance featuring Scottish vocalist Doogie White together with Swedish guitarist Emil Norberg. But you already knew that because I already told you. The band's self-titled debut album will be released on August 6, 2021. Doogie and Emil have crafted an amazing hard rock record which invokes memories of the classic 80s era. But think more what the well-loved 70s bands were doing in that era versus the bands that had just been introduced to the public eye then. In other words, classic rock influences. I think he's talking about like 80s era Rainbow and 80s era like, those hard rock bands. Rainbow, Deep Purple, those kind of bands. Where is it? Okay. In other words, classic rock influences, which leads to a timeless hard rock vibe. Serafino Perugino, president of Frontiers Records, had a vision of hearing Doogie sing songs in the style of Rainbow, like Doogie actually did with the band for a few years, and pairing him with Emil, a lifelong Rainbow fan, seemed only logical. Doogie White first came to prominence when he asked to audition for legendary Rainbow, subsequently joining the band in '94 and releasing the album Stranger in Us All. Since then, he has worked with Cornerstone, Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force, Tank, and more recently Michael Schenkerfest and Alcatraz. His vocal range is rich and distinctive, and he's certainly one of the great rock vocalists of the generation. Emil Norberg cut his teeth playing very aggressive power metal and building the band Persuader, who have released 5 critically acclaimed albums from 2000 to 2020. Long Shadows Dawn is Norberg's first foray into production outside of Persuader and channels his instinctive Ritchie Blackmore influences, which he has been developing steadily during the years. This is an absolute gem of an album, has born in Long Shadows Dawn with the pairing of these two talents. All right, well, I will be on the lineup, Doogie White and Emil Norberg. So I don't know who's playing drums or anything on that, but we'll do a quick track by track. There are 11 songs on this album, Long Shadows Dawn. And if I like the song, I'll give it a +1. If it's okay, I'll give it a half. And if it's a 0, I give it a... That means it's... And when I tally them all up, there's 11 songs. So if I like all 11, it'll be 11 out of 11. You know how the Rock and Roll scoring system works. It's unscientific, but for some reason, it always seems to come out pretty scientific. First song, Deal with the Preacher. way, Doogie is a disciple of Ronnie James Dio, if you didn't know. Will there be a chorus?
I
guess this is it. By the way, I also saw Doogie sing with the Michael Schenker Fest when they had Graham with the all the other guys. He had Macaulay, Robin Macaulay. He had the guy from the first album. Doogie was the best singer. That's what we had till it ended. Spare me your tears if anyone cares. Made your bed, now lie down in it. All right, let's get it to the what I think will be the solo here. I'm going to see where we go. We'll let the chorus roll. Let the chorus roll into the solo. Where's the solo? Here we go. Stop it. In other words, kill it. Okay. I'm going to give it a half. I get a feeling, well, no feeling. I guarantee you this band will never play a gig. Well, maybe they have. I don't know. But I'm guessing they never have played a gig and they never will. Next song, Raging Silence. I like that riff. Music is kind of generic, but it has kind of a fun sound to it. I'll tell you, I'd rather listen to this than Miles Kennedy any day of the week. No one will notice. See the cross I'm clinging to. The crown and nails are not for you. Remembering all we did on a stormy night on the rain-soaked streets. Even a veil of tears won't hide the mess we made. All right, here comes the chorus. Someday love will find you. There's light out here beyond the pain. Someday love will find you. So lost, soon you will forget all of the golden years and all that has brought us here. You won't see me falter one day. All right, let's get it to the chorus or to the solo here. Let me see if I can fast forward to where I think the solo might be. Hide the mess we made. Farther.
So lost, soon you will forget all of the golden years.
Come on, Emil.
All that has brought us here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emil on guitar. Everybody, Emil Norberg.
I miss the golden years. I miss it all.
All right, good solo. All right, kill it. Okay. I'm going to give that one a +1. That's as good as any other metal song out there. Number 3, On the Wings of Angels. Now, these song titles are a little silly.
Dine at the feast of the holy. Sing at the throne of the king. I was born into thunder, where the eagle dare not fly. I was lost on the mountain, but I just would not lay down and die.
I guess they got together and said, hey, let's just write something that sounds like Rainbow. It was okay.
Been before.
It's okay.
The scream.
A little generic, but I like it.
Let me
Get it to the chorus and we'll bail.
Lead me in the sacred waters and purify. Lead me to the edge of darkness where I can fly on the wings of the angels. Let me sing at the throne of the king. Let me die.
All right, I'll give it that's a weak half. That's not that great of a song. Next song, Star Rider. Could it be the Foreigner song? Let them be Star Rider. I doubt it. That riff is a little like that Papa Roach song or whatever. That you know what song it was? Maybe it's not Papa Roach. What's the hell song is that? You know what I'm talking about, I think.
I'm nobody's child, wonderful, wicked, and wild. I'm cursed by the shame of my darkness. Well, give you light and save you from your pain. Just one more sweet kiss, just one sweet refrain. Forever is a lonely place, even for one day. No one to ask you, are you coming out to play? The secrets we grow in the dark, we die in the light. The secrets we grow in the dark, die in the light. We're Star Riders. How far?
All right, it's okay. And let's fast forward, see if we can find the guitar solo. All right, come on, Emil. Come on, Emil. Hello, Emil. Hello, Emil. To see what Emil Norberg looks like. Well, I was gonna say that that I guarantee I'm the only podcast in the world covering this album, but apparently they've been on a lot of podcasts. That figures. Yeah, all right, that figures. Emil Norberg looks kind of like a normal guy, except he's bald. He plays a Stratocaster because he's a what do you call it? A disciple of Blackmore. All right, I'll give that song a half. I don't know how much longer we're going to sit. Let's blaze through this thing, shall we? Hell hath no fury. Hell hath no fury. Long shadows dawn. Featuring Doogie White and Emil Norberg. You do not want to fuck with these guys.
How do I face another cold gray morning? No one to talk to. There's nobody home.
How was that for talking of the Pope?
Lost in a house that's full of memories. A lonely soul in the eye of the storm. I'd rather face the devil.
I like this.
The endless nights alone. I'd rather face the devil.
I'd rather face the devil.
Than a cry on my own. How can I face another day without you? I wake up hot.
Power ballad.
Old empty bed. How do I live in this cold, cold world when something's waiting to take you away? Show no mercy to those before.
All right, I'm giving it half. So far, they're all halves. All right, next song, Master of Illusion. He's a magician.
Ooh, Mr. Confusion, put forward last illusion, last
All right. Can you guess what I'll give this one? You guessed it. All right. Next song, Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Brother. Hallelujah, brother. It's the new Long Shadows Dawn featuring Doogie White and Emil Norberg. All right. Can you guess what I give that one? You guessed it. All right, next song, Steel Town. Listen, there are good riffs on this album, and Doogie's the Dooger is a great singer. I got no problem with this album. I like the sound of it. I do have a little problem with, I don't know if you can tell, but I have lost my voice, man. I do have a little problem with bands, with projects that were just put together to make an album for Frontier Records, but that's okay. They were generous enough to send me this. I'll stand by. I think it's better than Miles Kennedy's solo album. I think it's better than what's that band that Eddie Trunk loves so much? Yeah, that band. I think they're better than that other band that Eddie Trunk likes. Steel Town. Kill it! I'll give that one a... You guessed it. All right, next song is Never Wrote a Love Song. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to pronounce I don't write no effing love songs. You ain't never gonna hear the Doog Master write a love song, because I never wrote a love song. I'm Doogie fucking White. Didn't talk it up that great. I like this one.
All the mercies I was shown, all the nights I slept alone. You don't know me now. In the words of the prophet, don't look back or you'll regret it. No.
All right, I'm giving this one a +1. And kill it. Okay. Next song, Where Will You Run To? Ladies and gentlemen, you got nowhere to run, because Doogie White's in town. And he brought the power metal guitar player Emil Norberg for some Long Shadows Dawn. Now that was a talk up the post. I like this. This is good. That's good.
Put some money in the jukebox. Should have played your favorite song. We can put another dollar in, and we can listen to it all night long. So here we are in a downtown sleazy bar.
going to give that one a +1. Yes, to keep my rock credibility. Last song on the album. We Don't Shoot Our Wounded. I'll give this one a half. Let's tally it up, shall we? We'll turn down the Doog Master, the Doog Man, the Doogie, the Doogster. Half, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7. 7.5 out of 11. I would say that's a pretty good score. Actually, not 7.5. 7 out of 11. Not quite as much as the Night Ranger. I think Night Ranger I gave 7.5 out of 11. All right, friends. I hope you enjoy Long Shadows Dawn, the new project from Doogie White and Emil Norberg. And I thank you for listening to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, friends. Day 20 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. Please keep the donations coming, because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. I hope you're getting any value out of these Dog Days episodes. I've been doing longer than 5-minute episodes, and I think last year I did really short ones, so I hope you're enjoying the longer episodes, and I hope you get any value. If you do, friends, ask yourself what it's worth to you. And whatever that number is, I ask that you please send that to your friend Michael Butler, either by patreon.com/RNRGeek. By the way, Dan McBride, new Patreon guy, and he sent me an audio comment I'm going to play soon. You can also go to Patreon, or go to PayPal. Best thing to do is just go to rockandrollgeek.com and hit the donate link. You can find all the ways to support the show, friends. Without your show, I'm getting pretty buzzed. Without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled, getting burned to the ground by wildfire kind of death. Thank you for listening, friends. I'll talk to you tomorrow with day 21 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. I'll let this song roll out. rockandrollgeek.com, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, Facebook R&R Geek, Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, Twitter R&R Geek, Instagram Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.